Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm here live Monday, and hopefully you guys will be able to see this awesome live. We're going to do a hug and a mug because it's a cute one. So let's get this going. I can see already that I am live. Woohoo! Hip, hip, hooray. Okay. I'm going to get all of the buttons clicked, the I's dotted, and the T's crossed. Okay, you guys? That's what is happening at the moment. And you'll be happy when I'm done and ready, because this is a cutie patootie that we're going to do. And it's super customizable because it doesn't have to be exactly the same as what I do. That's why this is a really cool thing. Okay. Live and in person. So, did y'all have fun without Facebook today? No Facebook, no Messenger. I was a little bit challenged with all that. A little bit. Hello, Bernadette and Floor. Hello, Jody and Lisa. Yay. You can count on YouTube. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Can't say the same for Facebook. Boy, oh boy. Hello. I like to talk to my computer when it's not working properly. So, all right. Let me pin that. And then yes, I can share into my free group. Let's get that shared over there. Okay, you guys. News flash. There's no bundle box today. None whatsoever, but I've got the shopping link for you, everything that we're going to be doing today. The reason why is because this week I have a really huge expo that we're going to be at. Two of my team members and I are going to be out in Novi, Michigan at the Great Lakes Mega Meet. It is a huge, scrapbooking, stamping, paper crafting event. And we are going to be there in our booth teaching and showing our craft of chalking. So that should be fun. And because of that, I just think I would be stretched too thin putting together a bundle and trying to get that done tomorrow, as well as all the other things, because I have to leave Wednesday. So there is no, why did that stop? There is no bundle per se. Is the screen different? Does it look different? This is my normal. I don't know, does it look different? The screen is different. What's wrong with the screen? Is it not showing me again? Like, do I need to tilt this down a little? I feel like I don't know. Oh, it's like super zoomed in. Come on, YouTube. You're going to be super zoomed in, and I don't know how to change that. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm going to do my best to keep everything right here so you can see it. You cannot see. I don't know why it's doing it. Thank you, Denise. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's me. Oh, okay. Nope. If you're not watching full screen, like that's me, I get zoomed in. All right, I think it's fine. I think we are good, and I think Facebook is good. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Joanne. You didn't miss it. You did not miss it. Hello, Lisa. Worst day ever if you depend on Facebook, that's for sure. Hello, Debbie and Bernadette and Linda with the Y. Sandra Collins, yay, Anne Marie. Mary, hello. Dion, awesome. Hello, Shannon. Got so happy taking mine apart only to see my frame had a big chunk out of it. On to the next one. Shannon, boo. You know, I haven't had that issue. The only time I had that issue was when I tried to take a big one apart and I realized there were some bars across to give it stability. And so I just kind of make sure that I look for those things when I'm using canvases. I do love the reverse canvas look because you can do anything you want with that frame. If it's got a chunk out, if it doesn't look too bad, you can distress it and make it look old and worn, and then it wouldn't really look too out of place. But okay, let's do this. We're gonna make a little canvas. I need to grab, we're gonna use a ink mat. So the ink mat that I have linked inside of the shopping cart is the long one that you can cut into sections. For example, if you want to cut one for t-shirts, you can do that with just like the front and leave a little extra like this for some of your smaller projects, which is good for tea towels and things where you're pretty much focusing on that little part right there. So this is our hug and a mug. I want to say a hug and a mug and a rug, but that's not what it is. Thanks, Lisa. Hi, Heather. Hi, Carolyn. So my favorite drink in a mug is always coffee. It's my good old standby. And it is one of the things that I decorate my kitchen. However, y'all might love tea. My daughters love tea. They don't drink coffee, they drink tea, and they love it hot. They love it iced. They love it chai. They love boba. They love all of it. I'm not a tea person. My sons, hot cocoa. They love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. And so I could make 3 completely different pieces of decor with this transfer because it just tells a different story, right? It could be coffee, it could be tea, or it could be hot cocoa. I'm going to do coffee because it's my hug and a mug. And I'm going to say coffee is a hug and a mug. And then I'm going to do some fun stripies down here and see if I can figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to take some placement tape, which is like a nice washi tape, and I'm going to, I'm just going to tape off like a section there, and then another section just a little ways up from there. And for this, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint some ink on there. Now, I'm going to use my big paintbrush, and I'm going to use some of our bark. So this is going to be painted in bark, and you just want to, you know, paint a thin layer that covers. You can do it with any color. If you like black or red or teal or whatever, and you can be as messy as you want, because you can wash this off gently with water off of your ink mat. Now the reason why we use this is it's sticky and your fabric sticks right down to it. It gives it a nice solid surface. So we're doing this here, okay, and then we're going to, I am making a new color of ink. You guys didn't know. I am gonna take some of our couture teal. The couture teal ink is super bright. I'm gonna take a big chunk of it, okay? And I'm gonna add some of our bark to it to tone it down a little bit, okay? Just a little. It will be kind of a darker teal, but not as dark as our, so it's kind of a sagey color now. I might add a little bit more teal to it, because I did a big chunk and then a tiny bit of the bark. So I'm turning it because of, yeah, I'm turning it a little bit on the sagier side than, it's a little darker than eucalyptus right now. I'm gonna add one more scoop because we're gonna use a lot of it. So far 3 scoops of our couture teal. And the more I use, the lighter, more teal this gets. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wash this off. Oh boy, that's a lot of ink. I'm gonna go ahead and use my other paintbrush because that's pretty wet. And I'm going to paint the next stripe, not with the brown, but with this new darker teal color that I've got. I love to mix colors. Hi, Gayleen. Hello, Sarah Prager. I know, everything was broken today, literally. I am yeah, everything is broken, and I figured, well, at least I can go live on YouTube. So right before I had to go live, Facebook came back, so I did a little test to see if that worked, and it did. So I'm gonna leave this here, and it's gonna start to dry a little bit. We're gonna do, I don't know if I'm using the swirl or not. I'm gonna do is a hug and a mug. Now, if you can kind of imagine, might not be, oh my gosh, might not be all that centered, but I'm gonna try to, there we go. Okay, get this centered. And I'm gonna do all of, I really wanna stir this up. For some reason, this is getting a little thick. Probably because it's been, you know, 2 or 3 years since I've had this one opened. Our ink stays a lot longer than your typical chalk paste will stay. I'm going to do these words all in bark. Out of habit, I'm just holding this transfer down, and notice that I didn't fuzz it. You're not going to ever fuzz a transfer when you are sticking it to fabric because you want it to stick hard. You want it to stay there for as long as you need it to. Okay, so that ink is done. I can peel this one away. Set it aside. That looks good. Now, I'm going to, with a little bit of air and not any heat, I'm gonna just initially try to dry this a little. You don't ever wanna put heat on your ink mat, it'll warp it. But if you do lightly and no heat, this will kind of set it a little bit, dry it a little bit, so that I can stick this down and not really worry too much. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, oh, I didn't mark the back of these transfers. I normally mark the back of the transfers. Hi, Teresa. There's no box today. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Sam. We don't have a, Heidi, that is a really good idea. And no, I was not going to try to do that, but you could totally make a sleeve for a mug or a cup. Hi, Tony. Hi, Kate. Me and the Raiders. Who are the Raiders playing? Back office is out of bark. No, it's not, because I just added it to the cart link right down there. It is pinned in the comments, and so you can see that we are not out of bark. Also, you might be thinking of chalk paste. Yeah, this is ink. We are only using ink tonight because we're doing fabric. So maybe that's what you were thinking. Maybe. Okay, now I need to get some of my little baby tools out because we need to put some color on this. I'm going to get my multi-tool and my detail tool. And we're going to use our new color in the mug here. Need a little bit more. And there's this cute little heart. So this is like the sleeve of the coffee cup. Okay. And then we're going to have to do the little steam in this color. Have to. Okay. Then I'm going to get my little tiny detail tool because we're going to go in with some white. we'll start down here and we'll do our white. And just being patient, moving it across. I'm gonna get a little paper towel so that I can wipe it off as I'm going. Get a little bit more up here in the top. There we go. Okay, then we have another layer of white to do. And this, if you don't have, let's say you have this transfer, but you don't have a detail tool yet and you really want to do this, you can take one of your squeegees, if you have an extra, and you can cut it down the middle or in a couple pieces and use those little squeegee pieces as mini squeegees. It works just the same, but I'll tell you what, using those little pieces and using these tools that you can hold like a pen, there's a huge difference. So I would definitely grab these. I did not add them to your cart. However, you can. The cart is completely customizable. All right, so we've got our white done. Now I'm going to go back in with some more of this, and we are just going to finish it off, and then we'll do our words. You guys, we went and looked at a house today. It's really nice on lots of land with a bunch of fruit trees and like blueberries, and like there's a whole like little patch of goodness back there in the back, and it's just really nice. So I'm happy. So we'll be entering into this like space of the unknown home buyers market one more time to see. Yeah, I just don't know. So we're pretty excited. Oh, it's so cute. All right, let me get this going. Okay. And I'm going to peel all this off. That looks awesome. Just throw away this tape. So here's the deal with the amazing internet. It was one of the questions. So these people are selling it by owner. So I was able to talk to, the people who owned it. And basically, guys, I'm going to wash these transfers real quick since I threw them in the water. I kind of want to get them in and out of the water as quickly as I can. Since I was able to talk to the owners, I asked them about the internet. They said they have really good internet, but it isn't like what I have. So now I'm like, oh, I got to research. So thankfully, and this is why sometimes a small town is awesome, the internet provider that they have, I know the owners, and so I'm like reaching out to them. I'm like, okay, give me the deal on this internet. Here's what I need. And you have to come through for me. Like, is this going to be good? What's the deal? All right, I'm going to do another matching stripe up here. And I'm just trying to be real careful. We're going to use this color. This is our ink. Again, it's not chalk paste. It's not chalk. This is made for fabric. It is ink, and I'm just painting with it right now. Okay. Excellent. I've got all sorts of tools that need to get washed. I'm just going to put those into the water. While I am getting this stuff around and kind of cleaning up, if you're new, if you're checking this out and this is kind of new to you and you haven't seen us before, seen me before, type the words "add me" into the comments so that you can get invited into my free group. It is a crafting group. You'll get ideas, inspiration, and some insider information that you can't get outside of that group. So that's important. This is going to get set aside. And I'm going to work on drying this whole, I'll give you a sneak peek. We aren't done yet, but I'll give you a sneak peek and I will start drying this. Especially up here because we've got some ink, thick ink up there. Hi, Pam. Oh, the San Diego Chargers. Okay. Hi, Susan. Hey, welcome. First timer. Type "add me" in the comments. Add ADDME. And I will send you an invite. Thank you. Finding a nice home with land has been ridiculous. I thought I'd be able to just find vacant land and build until we've been having a horrible time finding land that's like decent. You know, I am going to do something real quick. I see over on YouTube, I see you, Emily. Emily, I'm going to share that link with you right now. I just posted it in the comments. So it has been so challenging. You are so right, Heidi. I appreciate it. I hope that it all goes well. Of course, we have to sell our home. So, you know anyone looking for a home in the Vicksburg, Michigan area? I know a pretty awesome one with a lot of nice brand new things and a lot of upgrades. My goodness. Lots of cool stuff. So the trick is to really dry this. And it'll dry to a tacky kind of dryness, but there's nothing coming off on my hand. So this is a little bit, if it's really thick, it might take a long time. But I'll go ahead and go through all the steps with you. If you are finishing your fabric with a heat set, here's what you need to do. If you have a heat press, you're going to use that. If you're using our banners or any of our fabric, it's 100% cotton. So you're always going to go to the cotton setting on your iron or on your heat press. or you'll just Google it, how long and what temperature should I heat press 100% cotton. To iron, it's easy because there's a cotton setting, and it's 4 minutes on the front and 4 minutes on the back, and you flip it over. That's ironing because it's different kind of heat. If you're heat pressing, it's more like 30 seconds on the front, 30 seconds on the back. Shake it out, test it to see if it's tacky. If it's still tacky, heat press it again till it feels smooth. If you have very thick ink, it's not always going to feel smooth. You'll feel a little bit of where that ink is. But like the words that I did on the silk screen, that'll get pretty smooth. If you ever layer your ink, you'll feel it. It won't be completely smooth. But these stripes are pretty thick because I painted them on and there's no silk screen. So you'll see that. Hi, Floor. Absolutely. Go ahead and click on that link that I just posted on the YouTube. From Krakow. Ooh. All right. Hi, Barbie. Hello, hello. So there is no box tonight. It's just the project that I'm making. We'll get back into the swing of things next Monday after our big giant expo is over. And we are just drying. It's like watching paint dry. I have to tell you about the specials that we have this month, which are pretty awesome. The first one is we have 50% off of our adorable Positive Vibes Chalk Story collection. It's 4 really cute animal print transfers and sentiments that go together. It is in the special section of the website. You can check that out. All of those transfers are 50% off. 50% off. Now, here's where this kind of gets really awesome. If you are a club member and you earned your 25% off coupon this month, you're going to be able to get that Positive Vibes collection 50% off, plus use your 25% on top of that. That is a huge, huge savings. Okay, so it looks and feels like everything is dried to the point where no liquid ink is coming off on my hands when I touch it. Oh, that did not close all the way. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean this up. Now, it's time to heat set. Notice I'm using my mat that I always use, my couture mat. I'm gonna put a little mat in between my heat and that, because you don't want to heat this up because it can warp it. I have heated it before on accident and it warps and it goes back down, but you just want to keep it like this. Then I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper. Now, if you have like, you can use parchment paper. Oh shoot, it turned off. I love automatic shutoffs, but I also don't. Okay. You can also use like just a thin cloth, like a potato sack towel. You could use a pillowcase or something, something thin just to go in between. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat this front and back for 30 seconds because that is what my heat press says to do with cotton fabric. So you're always looking up your heat press and your fabric. And like I said, if you're doing at home using an iron, then it's going to be 4 minutes on the cotton setting for this because it's cotton. If you're using a blend, you're going to turn it down. It's going to be less than. Okay, now what we're going to do is, I always like kind of shake it out, cool it off a little, because it gets pretty hot. And we're going to do this again on the back, 30 seconds. This is created, you actually do press down a bit on this one. How was homecoming? Homecoming was lovely. We survived. Actually, it was so much fun. The parade was awesome. It was beautiful, beautiful weather. Easton's birthday party was kind of rushed and crazy, but it was all good. And then we had lacrosse Saturday. Well, we had football Saturday, and then we had lacrosse Saturday night and Sunday. And I will tell you what, they won all their games. So, and Ryan scored, I think 4 goals. He had a hat trick. He scored 3 goals in a row in the first game. And then the second game, I don't think he scored. And in the third game, I think he scored once. But so proud of him. He played really, really well. Okay, so this is now permanent ink fabric. Wash it, dry it, it will stay. Okay, you can put this in the washer, you can put it in the dryer. This is how we make t-shirts, you guys. Our ink is safe. Once it's heat set, it's permanent. Okay, you can wash it in the washer and dry it in the dryer, and it doesn't fade. It doesn't do it. It's awesome. Okay, so this is cute. Now we're gonna make this little thing comes with everything you need to create a cute little banner hanger. And you know me, we're gonna have to add some cute stuff to this. So, I'm going to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Oh, that fell. We're gonna do, okay. These are like the cutest of my little tiny beads, because we're gonna put a little dangle on here. I just have to get them open. Open sesame. And we can do some of the dark and some of the light. And there are these little tiny ones. I think there's 2 here. I have to dig in. I gotta dig into this to get up all the things out here. I need some of the little stuff to show up. These little tiny wooden beads. There's a little bit of gold. That turquoise is a little too blue for what I want. So we've got some gold in case we want to do all of that. Now, I do have some little beads that are not blue. They're more on the green side, but they're up here. Let me see. I might have spied something. Yeah, even these are kind of a blue. This might work. All right, I will leave those 2 there, but you guys, I might have spied something really cool in here. These are some really cool glass beads that my sister gave me. They're so cute. Look, I don't know, can you see that up close? Oh, they're so cute. They have like little sparkles, and they're like the exact perfect color. It's crazy that I spied those from way over here. Okay, So we'll take 2 of those and we're gonna make some dangles. I'm gonna get my waxed string because that's usually the easiest with these little beads. And I'm going to tie a big knot at the end. Hi Jenny, thank you from South Carolina. Jody, the temperature is based on whatever device you have. Will a hot dryer set the ink? No, Linda, that is a good question. It will not. It must be direct heat. If you're doing fabric, direct heat. If you're doing, so you can put our ink on some other items. If you can bake it in the oven at least 300 degrees, that's kind of where you want to be. At least 300 degrees in the oven. For about 30 minutes. So like we've done inking on mugs, coffee mugs, wine glasses, things of that nature that you can bake in the oven. And I'm hoping this will be adorable. That cute. Don't you like it? I think it's pretty cute. I think we'll finish up with double of these wooden ones. I always pick one up that has something in the middle and it gets stuck. Perfect. Okay. So now we're just going to do the mirror image of what I did on the first one. I'm so excited about these little glass ones. They're so pretty. And I added a little gold. There's no gold in this, but I think it matches and it looks good. Brown and a little bit of tealy aqua / sagey eucalyptus kind of a color. Oh, it's all good. All right, now I'm going to tie this off with like a triple knot. And get it done. Our Monday is almost over, you guys. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. The knot closed before I was ready for it, too. This is going to be hard to open up. Almost got it. Man, such a busy day. And of course, that Facebook shutdown slowed me down a little. All right, and I'm going to try to do my very best to get this knot in here. And one more time. Oh my gosh, tomorrow is going to be crazy, hectic. Always the day before, the night before your big event, it's always like so stressful. Or at least it is for me, because as you may know, if you follow my page, procrastination is probably my worst quality. When is your favorite hobby store today? Oh, Jody, did you get stuff? Do tell. My favorite hobby store. Gotta love it. I haven't been many places lately except for that awesome Bullseye store. Okay, so I made a double dangle. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, yep, I don't need you anymore. You can turn off now because we are all set on that. I'm going to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do this, because I'm going to need a little tape. Oh, I had the tape up here. I'm going to need a little tape to wrap around here so that I can get it through the hole. And once I have that through, I'm going to wrap it around down here. I want to do a little tie off. Okay, so I tied it off. This is down here for a reason because it's going to attach that. And then I don't know if that is the right way to do it or not. Let me see. I'm going to unravel this and see what it looks like. When I unravel it, and then I put this in between, I'm just going to take 2 of the unraveled strands and tie them into like a double knot. And then let them kind of hang wild. Okay, perfect. Then over on this side, I need to do something similar. Stick it through. And I want to wrap it around and tie it off so that this works. I like my dangle, I don't like this. I'm just gonna have to we'll just have to have that dangle on one side. Actually, now that I talked to myself enough and I can figure this out, I am gonna undo this. There we go. Yay! So this is a little heavy. If I wanted to, I could find a way to wrap it around. Or I could undo this. I'm so picky. I think I'm gonna look at it. Too much. I have to fix it. I did too much. All right, let's see. Almost, almost, almost. Okay, there. Now it's a little more even. with just a little dangle on the one side. So cute. Let's take a look at that. So here is our Coffee's a Hug in a Mug. We've got our cute stripes kind of framing the whole thing. I didn't use the swirl. I didn't use the tea or the hot cocoa, which y'all know you can. And it's a really cute, like you could hang this real easily by your coffee maker or whatever. You know, however you want to do it. If you want to make it shorter or taller, you can do that. Beads under $1. Wow, Debbie, that's a really good score. Oh yeah, $100 worth, Jody. Yes, you did. You got it. All the stuff. All right, so the stuff that you need for this is in the link that I have pinned below. You can click on it and see. I gave you 3 ink colors. So we only sell our ink in 3-ounce jars, so there's no singles. So if you don't have any ink, you might want to pick and choose. Maybe you just want 1 or 2 colors. And you can mix colors to make different colors, right? So you could utilize that system of mine. And these little guys are so inexpensive. The little banners are so inexpensive. This is a 5x7 size, which I added to your cart. And then this transfer, because it's so versatile. You could make a bunch of these gifts. You can sell stuff, you know, whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but they're fun to create. They're pretty inexpensive. Once you have the ink, you can make lots of them. The ink and the transfer, really, because they're reusable, these are really cool. So, and how do you join couture? So the best thing, which is, I always talk about it at the end. You can type the word team in the comments, and I'm going to send you a link to get into my opportunity group, which basically, holds some of my like pre-training stuff. It tells you all about how to become a designer and what it takes. And it's pretty simple. There are 2 different ways to join. You can join with a business kit or with the basics kit. And thanks, Pam. Thank you, Mary and Angel. So if you type team in the comments, I will send you all that. And if you're looking for the link to sign up, I can also send you that as well. Just type team in the comments. Hi, Vicki Keller. So glad Facebook is back, right? Hi, Linda. Okay. All right. So if you have any other questions, absolutely let me know. And I can, let me see if I can even find that for you at this moment in time. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy that Facebook is working now. Like it was so crazy before because I couldn't see anything, and now things are just like pop, pop, pop. So many things. All right, here we go. This is for you, Angel. And I think I did it right. Okay. All right, you guys. All right, so I think that's all we have for tonight. I am going to, we have to go take our truck and drop it off at the dealership because it's got to get something fixed. And I have a lot more packing and work to do for our expo, so we're gonna get going, but super easy project. I have all the instructions here, so if you get this stuff, you can come back and watch this video to relearn what I taught you. And you're welcome for using ink. I do love ink. I do love ink. It just takes different amounts of time, right? Because you have to dry and you have to heat set, and so I don't use it often, but I do love it. And I do love making t-shirts as well. Okay, you guys, have a really great night. Enjoy the rest of what's left of your Monday. And I will see you back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is Eastern time, but Eastern.